to another video. It is me, Desiree, and it is time for June empties. I know it's a little late, but the air conditioner wasn't working and I could not bring myself to sit in here for at least 30 minutes in a room that was 90 degrees with no airflow. I just couldn't do it. But it's working now, so we're finally doing empties. There are a few of July's products that made its way in here, but we're just gonna call it all June. So I decided to break it up into categories this time. So we have products I loved and would love to repurchase, things I didn't like at all or got really sick of and I'm glad to be done with them and I wouldn't repurchase, things I liked but would not repurchase, and then stuff that's like kind of in the middle, like I'm not really sure how to feel about it. So let's start with the stuff that I didn't really like that much and I would not buy again. I have a couple of body lotions. I have the Jergens Ultra Healing Lotion, this little sample here, like a little travel size. I hadn't used this in a very, very long time, and right when I opened it to use it, it was just like, that's my grandma's house. Like the scent of this is my grandma right here. It smells so good, it smells so nostalgic, but the lotion didn't really do much for me. I feel like it sunk into my skin so quick and it was gone. Like it says 48-hour moisturizer, but I feel like this was like 10-minute moisturizer. Like even if I touched my skin later in the day, it would leave like a dry mark. So I wouldn't buy this again, but it was nice to have it and to get the little scent, nostalgic thing, you know what I mean? And another body lotion is from Hempz. This is a sweet pineapple and honey lemon. I have actually never used a Hempz lotion that I can recall, and I was really excited to try it because this brand's been around for a long time and they were on the hemp stuff before anybody else was. And although this smelled really good, like super good, this also was kind of the same as the Jergens one. I felt like it wasn't moisturizing at all. It was really thin and it spread on the skin nicely, but I could feel like it drying down. As I'm just like trying to massage it in, it's already like disappearing and like sinking in too quick. And it really just disappeared like really fast. I felt like it left my skin not necessarily dry, but it wasn't moisturized for that long. And it was fine, it was nice to try, but you know, the scent was good, but the moisturizer didn't really do much for me. I have a couple of cleansing balms. This is the one from number 7, the Radiance Results Nourishing Cleansing Balm. This used to be my absolute favorite cleansing balm, but of course I have tried a bajillion at this point and I have found way better ones. And this one now is just like, I mean, it's got that good number 7 scent, but the texture, the effect of it, I don't enjoy using it at all. I find it extraordinarily greasy. It also irritates my eyes. It doesn't like come off of my lashes that well. So I have another one because this is one of those things. I bought a backup of it, and now that I've used this one up, I've realized don't buy backups. Don't buy backups. Just because I liked something and I liked it in like 2 or 3 uses doesn't mean I have to have a lifetime supply, because by the time I use it up, I'm either gonna get sick of it, get my fill, or want to move on to something else. I mean, there are products that I've purchased backups of and I haven't gotten sick of it, but that's like a rarity. Like usually I get sick of it and I'm so annoyed with myself for buying the backup. So I have another one to use that I regret buying and I would not repurchase that again. Another cleansing balm is the Shea Moisture Even and Radiant Raw Honey 3-in-1 Melting Cleansing Balm. I didn't even know Shea Moisture had a cleansing balm, to be honest, probably because it's just like small, it's kind of sitting there in the line. This is another one that I didn't like very much at all. It's the type of cleansing balm that's like it smells like old oil, like oil that's gone bad, but I think that's not necessarily that it's bad, it just has an unscented scent. It's also one of those ones that's a really thick, like ointment type of one. You have to like pull and tug at your face to get this to spread at all. It does take the makeup off effectively. Another one I don't use on my eyes at all because it doesn't come off of my lashes very nicely. And although when I'm putting this on, I feel like there's no way this is gonna rinse off easily because it's so freaking thick. But once water touches it, it just falls right off your face. My precious? So it did remove the makeup fine, I guess, but the texture was just very unpleasant and I didn't enjoy using this. I didn't look forward to using it. Wouldn't buy it again, but glad I tried it, but it was like a chore to get through it. I have 2 little moisturizers here. I have one from Item. This is the Light Sauce Balancing Gel Moisturizer. This is just a little travel size. This is, okay, I thought I liked this when I first started using it because it's super thin, really watery, like a watery type of moisturizer, which I really like. but this is another one that just sunk in way too fast and like made my skin feel really tight. I felt like I always had to go in with a different moisturizer. Luckily, I'm always putting sunscreen on top of it, so it was fine, but I wouldn't buy this in a full size. It's, you know, just not for me. And then this is from Elemis. This is the Pro Collagen Oxygenating Night Cream. I don't know if there's a more overrated brand than Elemis. I have never liked anything that I've tried from them. I have a full-size cleansing balm that I need to use. I also have this in a full size that I got in, so I'm pretty sure I got both of them in subscription boxes. And everything I've tried is just like, I just don't get it. I think it's way too expensive, overrated, and overhyped. Like, for example, this moisturizer, this has like the strongest perfumey scent to it. And I never know why high-end brands or luxury brands put so much fragrance in their products, especially their skincare. I feel like for the price, they try to like make it worth it. Like, oh, you're getting a nice fragrance. But this is a night cream and it had so much perfume. It gave me such a headache. I didn't use this again on my face after that one time. I used it on my feet and it's fine, but this overrated, overhyped Elemis is just not for me. I have a pack of nails in here, and I think I saved a couple of the nails. Let me see if they're still in here. Okay, there's one nail. And I don't normally show these nails, but this is one I have to mention because they were terrible. I got these in the Walmart beauty box, the summer box. These are the Kiss Gel Fantasy nails. It doesn't say like the style, but this is what it looks like in case you are, no, I don't know. And then this is the way that the nail looked. It's a matte nail and it feels very sturdy, but these were probably the worst quality nails from Kiss that I've ever tried, and I've tried a bunch of their nails. It says high volume gel sculpted nail. So the reason these weren't very good, I don't know if it's the plastic or whatever they're made out of, but it would not work with the glue. No matter how I put these on, and I put them on the same way, you kind of like rough up the nail a little bit, put them on. But what I found with these is that just the pressure from pushing it like this with the glue to get it to stick, it would crack all right here on the edge. So I had all these lines up here. And then the very next day, they were popping off left and right. And I found like this thing in here, like the inside of the nail, the part where you're gonna put the glue, it was incompatible with the glue. Like there was something weird about it. All of them were popping off. They cracked like crazy. So for example, the thumbnail that I would have on here, it would crack right here at like where my, okay, let me try to show you this better. I don't know how, okay, I can't. But they would crack all on the sides here, like little triangle cutouts of cracks. And they were driving me crazy. They all fell off the very next day. And I would never buy these ones again. They were fine to get in a subscription box and try them out, but they were not good quality. I don't know what that's about, because usually they have okay nails. Okay, this is another product that's another reminder to myself to not buy backups. Just because I liked something one time does not mean I need a lifetime supply of it. I can just like it, use it up, and use something else. But this is the Ren Pure Apple Cider Vinegar Conditioner. And I did have the shampoo and the scalp serum because I really liked this line. And I had used up a full size of the shampoo, conditioner, and the scalp serum before. And when I saw this going on clearance, I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna run out of my favorite things getting discontinued. I have to buy it again. And I found that once I owned this again, I didn't even want to use it anymore. I had left this in the car, in the bag that I purchased it in, for months, just sitting on the floorboard in the back seat. I didn't even want to get it out of the car. I was so annoyed with myself. But I started using it up because I'm on a mission to finish up the things I have. And I didn't even finish it up. Like, it's probably right here, but I can't. I'm just gonna get rid of it. It's a fine conditioner. It works really great on my hair, but the pump stopped working after like just a couple uses. Like it was way up here still. And it's a really thick conditioner. It almost feels like a hair mask. So to take this off and to like have to bang it like this and squeeze the heck out of the bottle to get it to come out, it was just annoying me that I had to do that every time. So eventually I just started using it to shave with. That's usually what I do with any shampoo or conditioner that I don't like for my hair. It's always great to shave with them. But this wasn't even good for that because this isn't like a silky, silkifying conditioner. So it didn't have any of that glide that the razor needs. It just made my skin feel super dry. Yeah, I'm sick of it, and it's really hard to get this out because it's so thick, so it'll like have to go like this constantly. Like some of it's coming down now, I think because it's warm in here, I don't know. I'm just sick of it. I don't want to buy it again. Never want to see it again in my life. And it just drives home the point. Don't buy backups. It's never worth it. Okay, let's talk about some things that I liked, but I would not repurchase. So first thing is a body wash from Olay, the Itchy Dry Skin Instant Relief Body Wash. So I've tried a couple of Olay body washes that I really like, and I only bought this one because it was clearance. I think it was like $1 something, so I bought 2 of them, and it was fine. It was fine. I have another one to use up that's currently in the shower, but once I use it up, I wouldn't like go out of my way to buy this, but it worked well. It smelled good. Let me double check. Oh, it doesn't smell like Olay. I'll tell you why in a second, because I poured something else in here. But it smells fine, feels good on the skin, rinse is good, got the job done, but there's always another body wash. Speaking of other body wash, I bought this one from Trader Joe's. It's the Brazil Nut Body Wash with coconut oil and shea butter. This is like one of their popular summer releases, and I think the body wash was new this summer, so of course I had to get it. And their claim to fame is that this is a dupe for the Sol de Janeiro Boom Boom Cream, and it's not. It's not even close. It's not even in the conversation. I don't know why people think it's a dupe, because it doesn't smell even remotely similar. Anyway, I bought the body wash and I was very annoyed with it. I actually poured it out into this bottle because this pump right here, although it looks tall, it pumps out the size of like a green pea. Like that's how much body wash would come out, and you have to pump it and pump it and pump it and pump it forever. So I ended up just getting it and pouring it into that bottle. This one was much better. It was fine. It smells good, works good. There's always another body wash. I wouldn't buy that again because I do get kind of sick of that scent after a while. Speaking of Sol de Janeiro, this is the Sol de Janeiro Coco Cabana Cream, a little moisturizer. This is a little travel size guy, and I love the scent of this. I love it. To me, it's indescribable because a lot of people say this smells like buttered popcorn. Some people say it's coconut. It is like a fruity? I don't know. The scent to me truly is indescribable. I don't know. It's just really lovely. I love the scent, but I don't like this formula anymore. It's very sticky, and it feels like it leaves a coat, it feels like I've coated my skin in saran wrap or something. Like it feels like a layer of plastic has been on my skin, and it stays that way all day long. So say I'm sitting like this, like just now, and I have my skin touching like this, it'll kind of like reactivate the stickiness there, and then you gotta kind of like re-put it on. It's super weird. I don't like the formula of this, but I love the scent. So I would buy the body wash and I would buy the body spray, but this again I wouldn't repurchase, although I've loved it in the past. Does your cat ever just like stare at the wall for no reason as if something's on the wall that he's looking at? That's what he's doing now. It's so weird. Anyway, I used up a sunscreen. This is from Neutrogena, the Hydro Boost Water Gel Lotion SPF 30. I only bought this because it was on clearance at Ulta, and I'm always trying to use a sunscreen, so I use this on my body. Oh yeah, it's got that Neutrogena Hydro Boost scent. So if you don't know that scent, it's another one that I can't describe. It smells like the color blue. You know what that smells like? Blue. It smells like a candle that's called Clean Linen or Clear Skies or Fresh Laundry, like that blue smell. That's what this smells like. I don't hate it. I did get sick of it by the time I used it up, but I did love this formula. It was super thin, watery, spread on the skin really easily, didn't leave any residue. It does smell like this though, and you will smell like the Hydro Boost scent. It was good, but I wouldn't buy it again. This is the Milani Aqua Bloom Water Cream. This is a moisturizer. I mean, look how thin this got. This is an airless pump, so I used every little drop out of it. I don't know if they make this anymore, to be honest. I only repurchased it because it was going on clearance and I really, really liked it. Full price, it was $20, and I thought that was a little much for it. So when I saw it go on clearance, I think it was like $6 something, I bought it again. This is a lovely moisturizer. If you like any moisturizers that are called water creams, you are going to love this. It's so luxurious. Like this easily was worth $20. I just didn't want to spend that much again. I did do a whole review on the Aqua Bloom line from Milani that I'll link in the description box in case you want to watch it, but I don't know if they still make this. But if I found this at TJ Maxx or Marshall's or something like that, I would buy it in a heartbeat. I loved it, and I loved the scent. Again, another one that I'm like, what does that smell like? They call it the, oh, it doesn't say here, but it's like they call it aqua something scent. It smells like dark blue water or something. It's really lovely. I like it a lot. Wouldn't buy it again because I don't think they make it, but I'd probably buy it if I saw it at TJ Maxx. These are from Yada. These are the cactus toner pads. I've had these for a long time. I want to say a year, and they were open the entire time. And you know what? They stayed juicy, moist the whole time. These were pre-soaked pads with some cactus water toner on them. And although I loved the toner, I wouldn't repurchase these again because I always found myself getting the pad and squeezing the toner out and then patting it on my skin, or like wiping it and then squeezing it, using it. I kind of just really wanted the cactus toner, but the pad was super soft. My skin never felt irritated when I used these, and I really like them a lot. I kind of want to look into just the toner, but I wouldn't buy the pads again, although they were nice. This is the Lush body conditioner. This is the Snow Fairy scent. I bought this the holiday of 2021 and I just now used it up. It does say best used by January of 2023, but it was fine all the way up to June. And if you don't know what the body conditioner is, it's literally what it sounds like. The Snow Fairy scent is so good. It's probably one of their most iconic scents. It's like cotton candy or bubble gum, something like that. It's really good. If you like super sweet cotton candy scents, this is a really good one. Anyway, it's a body conditioner, so what you do is you get a big old glob while you're in the shower, you spread it all over your body, wait for like 10 seconds maybe, and then rinse it off. But don't go out of your way to like rinse all of it off. Just like stand under the water till all of the pink part has rinsed off of your body, and it'll leave you feeling like you put moisturizer on in the shower. And then when you get out of the shower, just pat your skin dry. Don't rub it because you might rub off all of the body conditioner. I really loved this a lot. It was very expensive for what it is. And although I really enjoyed it, I would probably buy this again in a different scent. It did take me 2.5 years to use it up because I didn't use it on a regular basis. But I really liked it, but I wouldn't buy it again. Maybe in a different scent. Okay, the last thing that I really liked but would not repurchase is the Balm Nuit Vegan Mascara. You guys might remember this. I got this in the Balm mystery box that I bought from their website, and this was like a surprise hit. It was such a good mascara. Oh my god, I don't even want to open it. It stinks so freaking badly. But it was a great mascara. The wand is really good. Just like a nice traditional tapered wand, really nice bristles. The formula was the perfect amount between wet and dry, very thickening and lengthening and just volumizing. This was amazing, like on first use. It was so good. And then one day I opened it and it smelled like old bread or something, like a weird sour yeast smell. It was terrible. And I'm pretty sure it's because they're a clean brand now, and I'm gonna say they might not use as many preservatives as they really should be using in a mascara. But I want to say this went off like 2 weeks. I barely got 2 weeks out of use out of it. I loved it, but I wouldn't buy that again in a million years. It's way too expensive for it to be bad in 2 weeks, you know? Okay, this category, I don't remember what it was called, but as I was looking at the stuff, I'm like, I think this was like middle of the road, or I don't remember the category I gave this. We're just gonna go through it anyway. So let me take out the stuff, put it on the table. Now that I'm doing this, one thing that drives me crazy is when people speed up something when they're like organizing stuff and it goes tick, 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 tick. That sound, ugh, drives me crazy. Anyway, I don't know what category this stuff is, but I want to say it was fine. I want to say it was fine stuff, but I obviously wouldn't buy it again. This is from Some By Me. This is their AHA, BHA, PHA 30-Day Miracle Toner. I am working my way through my toner drawer, and it is clearing out. I'm clearing it out, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited because then I'll get to buy some new ones, because some of the ones I've had in there I've had forever. So I didn't really know what this was supposed to do. I didn't notice anything particularly good or bad with this. Sometimes when you use a toner, you're like, oh, my skin feels super moisturized. It looks bouncy. It looks juicy. It looks glowing. I look radiant. I look clear. But with this one, it was just like I guess I'll use that again. I don't know, it just didn't do anything at all for me, to be honest. It did have a scent of like menthol, so it was something to use in the morning and I felt like refreshing, but that was kind of it. It just was middle of the road, wouldn't buy it again, very forgettable, to be honest. I have a couple little cleansers here. This is the CeraVe Hydrating Cream to Foam Cleanser. This was fine, got the job done, it was fine. Cetaphil Gentle Skin Cleanser. This one is one of those cleansers that's like lotion. It doesn't foam at all. You just kind of put it on and then wipe it off, or like rinse it off. It was fine to use in the morning when that's all I really wanted, but wouldn't go out of my way to buy it again. This is the Clinique Broad Spectrum SPF 15 Moisturizer. I think SPF 15 is way too low for anything. Like, I don't know, but I had a little sample, so I used it. And this was actually really nice as a moisturizer, not necessarily a sunscreen. And I loved it, actually. I thought it was great, but I wouldn't buy this again. And SPF 15 is way too low. This was the Derma E Vitamin C Concentrated Serum. This doesn't say like how much vitamin C is in it, so I'm not sure what it is. But it's in a nice airless pump, which is great. Very thin, watery vitamin C serum. I don't know what it did for me. It just felt good on the skin, but I have my favorite vitamin C, so this definitely isn't going to replace that. Fine to try, but I would not buy. And then this is the Merit Perfect Black Lengthening Mascara. The brand did send this to me. I've had it for a long time. And this mascara, although they don't claim to be waterproof, this wears like waterproof. It's great on the lower lashes. It is a very, very, very dry formula though, so you gotta kind of go forever to build it up. But I think if you want something that's pretty much bulletproof but it's not waterproof, pretty much bulletproof but doesn't claim to be waterproof, this is a good one. I actually really liked this, but I wouldn't go out of my way to buy it again. But it was real good. And then this is from Bliss, the Mighty Biome Pre-Postbiotics Barrier Aid Deep Cleansing Balm. I actually quite liked this. I feel like I used it up a little quick though. It had a scent kind of like Vaseline, which I don't mind. The texture also a little like Vaseline, and when I rinse this off, it does leave behind a residue, but it's not the kind of residue where I felt like I needed to rinse it off or wash my face a million times. It actually felt good, and I always wanted to try this out as like a last step in my nighttime skincare. It just felt that good. Like I wanted to like rub it into my cuticles and stuff. It doesn't say to use it that way, but I kind of wanted to, but I never did in case it would do something weird to my skin. But I liked this, but I wouldn't buy it again. But it was good. Okay, I have a candle from Trader Joe's. This is the Watermelon Mint Scented Candle. I have a bunch of candles from Trader Joe's because they put out a lot of seasonal things and they're just so cute. I want to buy them all. And I did like this a lot, but I never smelled mint actually. I don't know. I always just smelled like Watermelon Jolly Rancher. There is a tiny little bit in there, but it doesn't stay, like, it doesn't do anything. When I light it, it just turns out right away, so it's pretty much done. It was good. There's always another scent, though I wouldn't buy it again. Okay, and then this little thing, this is a little duo of bar soap from Drunk Elephant. This is their Peke bar and their Juju bar. They're not in here, of course, but it comes in this little, like, travel case, I'm guessing, where you could keep your soaps in here. But then again, there's no drainage holes in here, so I'm not sure how they're gonna dry out. I don't know, it's just a cute little thing for it to come in. Anyway, it came with 2 bar soaps. One was like a nice, rich, lathery, creamy bar, and I think that one was the Peke bar. Hold on. Yes, the Peke bar. And this one was great. I would buy that in a full size. I've actually used up another one in the past, and I really like it. It's just a bar of soap, get it in your hands. It's really rich, really creamy, washes your face really nice. You could use it on your eyes with no irritation. I actually really, really like the Peke bar. But the Juju bar should have been in the I don't like this and I will never buy it again category. So it says here, an ultra mild multitasking bar that deeply cleans and subtly exfoliates. Okay, there is nothing ultra mild or subtle about this bar. So it is infused with a physical exfoliant, but it feels like it's infused with shards of glass and thumbtacks and really sharp pieces of rock. Like, it hurts my face, and I feel like I could use a lot of stuff on my face without irritation. I love physical exfoliating, but this bar was so freaking rough and scratchy, like just uncomfortable. I ended up using it on my feet, and I ended up using it just as a hand soap like type of bar because I could not use this on my face. It was way too crazy. So I would buy the other one in a full size. I won't, but the Juju bar was like, what were they thinking? Let's switch these out. I was just like putting stuff on this lid. Okay, and what's left is stuff that I loved and would buy again. So rave reviews in here. The first thing here is the Innisfree Green Tea Seed Skin. This is a toner from Innisfree. I want to say this is very popular. It's probably one of their best sellers. It's so good. If you love a hydrating, moisturizing, I think it has hyaluronic acid in it. Green tea is great for the skin. Kelly Driscoll just did a review on this line. She said it was overrated, but I think it's amazing. I love the scent also. I never know if that's an added fragrance. It's just like a fake green tea scent, but it's so lovely. If they had a body spray in that scent, I would buy it in a second. It's really great toner. A little goes a long way. Like this little bottle lasted me forever. I would buy this again, but I have a lot to use, but this is one that I'm like so sad I ran out of. It's just so good. Love it, love it, love it. Another thing that I used up that I would love to buy again is the Laneige Cream Skin Refiner, the very famous Cream Skin Refiner. So this is like a do-it-all type of thing. I don't know if it's a toner. I don't know really what it is, but it feels like an essence, a toner, a serum, a moisturizer, and a face oil. Like it's one and done. If there was one thing I would use every day, like say I was doing a nighttime routine, I was feeling really like I don't want to go through all the steps, I would wash my face, put on 2 layers of this, throw on some moisturizer, and call it a night. This does everything. If you are someone that has really dry skin, dehydrated skin, you just feel like you can't get enough moisturizer or enough moisture in your skin, try throwing in a moisturizing or hydrating toner. The first day you use it, you will be hooked. You'll put it on and your skin will literally say out loud, ah, thank you. So lovely. This one I want to say would be really great for drier skin types, although I don't have a dry skin type, and I loved this. I just love having a lot of moisture and hydration on my skin. If you layer too much of this, it will feel a little greasy. I didn't mind that at all, especially for nighttime. It doesn't really matter. A little goes a long way with this. So one bottle will probably last you the whole year, if not 2 years. And I want to say I had this over 2 years, and I used it regularly at night. And it just lasted forever. So I feel like it's a great bang for your buck type of toner because you're getting like the serum, the essence, the light moisturizer, everything in one. Love the product, and I want to say Kelly Driscoll has an entire review just on this, which I'll link down below because she goes way into depth about the ingredients and stuff, and I'll link that down below. But that is an awesome product, and I would love to buy it again. I have a couple of sunscreens in here. The Murad Essential C Day Moisture SPF 30. I got this little sample, I want to say in a Sephora bag, and this was lovely. This is one of the best sunscreen formulas I've used in a long time. And it didn't smell like sunscreen, it smelled like orange, like fresh orange juice with like a creamsicle ice cream. It just felt like a great moisturizer, and this could easily just be your moisturizer. Like every time I used this, I felt like I should have skipped moisturizer and just tried this, and I always forgot. I would buy this in a full size. I have a lot of sunscreens to use, but this was so good. It's very, very moisturizing though, so if you don't like a lot of moisturizer on your skin, this might not be for you. It also stays very glowy. It kind of looks like you just put on your skincare all the time. If you don't like that, this might not be for you, but I loved it. It was a great moisturizer, and it felt so good on my skin. Another one I really, really loved is the Laneige Hydro UV Defense SPF 50. This is one of my favorite sunscreens I've ever used as well. I actually just finished it up this morning, and I almost want to cut it open and see if I can get one more use out of it. I like this a lot. I went on like a little sunscreen shopping spree at Sephora last year. Was it last year or was it the year before? Was it last year? I have no concept of time. It could have been yesterday. It could have been 10 years ago. And this was one I bought that I didn't even know had existed, but the formula, let me see if I could get a little bit out. oh my gosh, the tiniest little bit came out. I know there's another use in here. I'm gonna cut this open. It's very, very creamy. It has such a good scent. It doesn't smell like sunscreen to me. Maybe a little bit. Maybe like a hint of like there's sunscreen in it. Again, this is one for maybe dry skin types or just someone that likes a lot of moisture on their skin. It stays very, very glowy, and it does take a minute to sink into your skin. So if you're one that doesn't wait a long time between skincare and makeup, this might like eat up your makeup because it's very moisturizing. Like this is one easily I could use just as a moisturizer. It's lovely. It doesn't feel like an SPF 50. It's not heavy on the skin. It's not thick. No white cast, at least on my skin tone. Same with this one, no white cast, but I guess it's because they're chemical sunscreens. I'd buy this again in a second. I loved it so, so, so much. I don't need to. I got a whole bag of sunscreens to use, but this was the bomb. Loved it a lot. I have a couple of brushes that I'm letting go of. This one here is from Masked, and it's the powder brush. And I think I talked about this in my Shop My Stash recap video for June. The freaking hair flying all over this thing. This is a brush I use for bronzer all of the time, but it's not working anymore. I've had it for several years, and now when I wash it, it doesn't ever come back together. And as I'm using it, so I have it like in the bronzer and I'm like moving it around in the product, it stays like this. It doesn't like come back together. So then when I go put it on, it's just really uneven. I've washed it, I've tried to comb through it. It just doesn't work the same anymore, but I've had it for a very long time, so I'm letting go of it. And then this is a brush I actually have multiples of. It's from Morphine. It's the M514. But this brush does not look like the M514 is supposed to look. So this is the one I'm getting rid of. This is how it's supposed to look. Like, look how different they are. And when this one, I noticed it being kind of weird. It's kind of like going back into the ferrule here. And the other day I pulled it out just to see. And I don't know if there's just like color that's in there, but it looks green. And you know, like when a cheap ring turns your finger green, or like cheap jewelry, that's what I feel like is happening here. Like this piece is turning the bristles green, and it's like finding its way in there. Like it's being weird. So I'm gonna throw that away because that just seems weird. Okay, a couple of skincare things that I really loved. This is the number 7 Future Renew Damage Reversal Serum. This is actually brand new. This is their new peptide serum, and I did buy this in a full size. Just the few uses I got out of this, I really liked the texture a lot. I'm in the market for a new peptide serum, so I thought I would give this one a shot. I don't have like a review to give you or anything, but it feels really good so far. I want to say I got 3 or 4 uses out of here, so we'll see when the full size gets empty, but I really liked it, and I'm glad I bought the full size because I love the brand, and I'm sure it's going to be a good serum. This is from The Ordinary. It's the Buffet and Copper Peptides 1% Serum. I think they recently relabeled this, and it's called Multi-Peptide Serum now instead of Buffet, but I think it's the same thing, but correct me if I'm wrong. This is really, really good. Again, I just used this up. That's why I went for the number 7 serum. But I loved this a lot. I was super sad when it ran out. Is there a little in the pipette? There's like 1 use in there. I happened to see it through the bottle. Hold on, hold the phone. Am I crazy? Hold on, hold on, hold on. There's a little left in there. Why did I think this was empty? Maybe it was hard to get out. I want to say there's like 2 or 3 uses in there. What am I thinking? Anyway, I'm putting this back in the drawer to get all this little serum out. But as you can see, it's blue for some reason, but I want to say that's one of the products that turns it blue. But yeah, this serum is really good. Feels super good on the skin. 3 drops was all I needed every day, and I used it day and night. And I really, really, really liked it a lot. It's one of Ordinary's more expensive products. I think it was like $30 or something. I think it was worth it, and I totally would buy it again, but I want to use the number 7 one and see how they compare. But I really liked it. I'm gonna put that back in the bathroom because there's a couple uses in there. And then one more skincare item. This is from Sunday Reilly. This is the Good Genes Lactic Acid Treatment. This was a little sample size, and I probably got 5 to 7 uses out of here. I know I used it for at least a week, and even though it was a little sample, this is like a really great product. Every single night that I used this, I woke up in the morning feeling like I had a new face. Like my skin looked extra glowy, extra clear, extra radiant, extra even. I can't believe how good this worked, and I was so sad when I ran out. I mean, I bent this thing up, squeezed the crap out of it, trying to get one more use out of it. I loved it a lot. I would totally buy this in a full size, and I kind of think I'm going to, but I bet this is over $50. Definitely. It's just an expensive brand, and I'm sure it's expensive, but dang, I would love to buy that in a full size. I thought it was awesome. Oh, one more serum I forgot. This is the Tarte Knockout 10% Acid Complex. So this is a product I actually didn't intend to purchase. I went to Ulta to buy this because I just wanted to try it out. And I was asking, someone had asked me, I don't know, if I was finding everything okay. I asked where the serum was, and they said, oh, why are you buying that? You don't want to buy that. You want to buy this. And at the time I was like, but this isn't the same as this. It's not like these are both peptide serums and she liked this one better. This is a 10% glycolic acid serum, like an exfoliator. This is just a peptide serum. It's not an exfoliator. So I don't know why she told me to buy this instead of this, but in the moment I just couldn't bring myself to say, actually, I'm just gonna buy what I came in for, but thank you. Instead, I didn't get this and I went with this because I just felt, I don't know. But you know what? I turned out to freaking love it. And I was so glad that she talked me into buying it because it was awesome. I used this every other night. I want to say I used 3 drops as well. It comes with a little dropper like this. This is one that I got and I banged and banged and banged on my hand. I got every little drop out of here. This was so good. My skin was so smooth, so clear, and I want to buy this again. I think it's so good and I loved it. I'm really glad that she had talked me into buying it because I wouldn't have tried it otherwise, and I can't believe it didn't irritate my skin. I thought it was gonna be like super strong, but man, it was lovely. I have 6 products left. So this is from Innisfree, the pore clearing clay mask with super volcanic clusters. This is probably another one of Innisfree's best-selling products. I've been using this mask for a long time, and I think it's really good. It's one of those clay masks that doesn't dry down, so it doesn't feel tight, it doesn't feel itchy, doesn't feel like you want to claw your skin off. It feels great on the skin. It's supposed to like suck all the gunk out if you have congested pores, a lot of blackheads, something like that. I feel like this works the best when you use it all the time. I don't find that this like is a miracle worker with one use. So say I had a ton of blackheads on my nose and I used this morning. I don't think it's gonna like make a big difference in one use, but I feel like if I use it every day for the week, my skin's gonna be super clear by the end of the week. So I feel like this is something I like to use on a regular basis to keep my skin clear. I think it's great, and I have a full size. I also have like the spray version. I really like it a lot. I finally used up the Pixie Makeup Fixing Mist. This was another like surprise smash hit for me. I had bought 3 of these, I don't know, sometime last year maybe, and I reviewed them back in February. And this was one that kind of surprised me because it came out of nowhere. This is a really, really good, there is some magic in this bottle type of setting spray. Although the sprayer is really bad for the type of liquid that's in here, but I don't think it's the sprayer's fault. I think it's the liquid, because no matter what bottle I poured this into, it would make that sprayer spray weird. So I feel like it's not thick, but there's something in the spray that like messes with the atomizer. Is that what it's called? But either way, I made it work and I loved it so much. It has a great scent that I kind of didn't like at first. It's like an old school dated kind of scent, but I don't know, it grew on me and I really looked forward to using this. But the magic is in the way that this actually fixes your makeup. Every time I used this, I felt like my makeup looked better for having used it. It just somehow like smoothed everything, makes it look blended even though it wasn't. I just felt like this was the best thing ever, and I was so sad when it ran out, but I have so many sprays to use. But this is definitely going to be one that I would repurchase because holy crap, it was so good. A brow pencil that I love, that I've used for years and years and years, is the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer. This is the shade Dark Brunette. I've used this, I think, ever since it came out. I've been using it for a very, very long time. It's just your typical like skinny brow pencil with a spoolie on the other side. I love it. I'd buy it again, but right now I'm really having a love affair with the Rimmel brow pencil. So although this is great, it's a great standby, it's a great like holy grail brow pencil for me, but right now I'm loving something else. But I do really, really love that, and I'm sure I'll buy it again in the future. I just caught a glimpse of myself and wow, I'm looking shiny. It's fine, I'm almost done. This was a little sample from Necessaire. This is their body lotion, their fragrance-free body lotion. And it came in like a tin, which was kind of cool because the full size does not come in a tin. It comes in a squeeze bottle, I think, or a pump, I don't know. This is something I actually really like. I've used up a little travel size before. It's a really great, actually fragrance-free body lotion. Feels really good on the skin. I would love to buy this in a full size, but I think it's expensive for what it is, and I already have a fragrance-free body lotion that I love and that I repurchase all the time from Trader Joe's. So although this is great and I really, really love it, I would buy it. I'd buy it again. Fine, I'll say it. I'd buy it. It's really good. This is from Bumble and Bumble, the Surf Spray, Salt Spray for Beachy Windswept Styles. This is something I actually forgot I had. I didn't know. I was going through my drawer there, like pulling out things that I needed to use up. And this is something I have used up in the past, just a little bottle like this before. So this is something to spray in your hair, whether it's wet or dry, and it'll add a lot of texture to your hair. It has such a good scent. It smells like, okay, I don't think the beach smells good. It smells like stinky fish water. But this is how I wish the beach smelled, like salt and the surf. I don't know. It smells really, really good. I would love this in a body spray. But it leaves your hair feeling very textured and fun and like windswept. Just really lovely. But I have found that I can only use this like once. So say I used it this morning on my hair and then the next day I thought, oh, my hair needs a little refresh, and I put more of this. It will just make it feel like straw, really dry and stringy. So I like this a lot, but not for every day. But I would love to buy this in a full size. I never have, but I've always wanted to. This is from Aveeno, the Cracked Skin Relief Cica Balm. They actually don't make this anymore, which sucks because it's so freaking good. This is the second tub I've used up. And I bought this because I am obsessed, or I was obsessed with the hand masks from Aveeno, the hand mask and the foot mask. And they were getting expensive to keep buying, and I realized they had this balm that smells and feels exactly like the stuff that's inside the mask, and it was a way better deal. It was this huge tub, and I loved this. I feel like this was so healing on my hands. I mostly kept it at work, which is why it's like all ugly. I kept it at work. I would use it all the time when I would wash my hands, and it was amazing. And I went to repurchase it, and I couldn't find it anywhere. I don't even find it online anywhere. Whether they have reformulated it or rebranded it, because they still sell stuff in a tub like this, but they don't sell this exact thing anymore, which is crazy because it's so good. Anyway, can't really talk about it a whole lot because they don't make it anymore, but I would buy this again in a heartbeat. If I saw this at TJ Maxx, I saw it at Ross, I saw it at Marshall's, I would buy it again. This is one of those things I wouldn't mind buying a backup of. Okay, speaking of wouldn't mind buying a backup of, this is the last product I have to talk about. It's the Bath & Body Works French Lavender and Honey Body Lotion. I bought 10 bottles of this when it went on clearance. Why would they get rid of this fragrance? This is the best and only good scent that they make. So I bought this a few years ago. I saw that it was on clearance for $5 and I thought, oh my God, they're discontinuing their only good scent. So I bought 10 of them. And I want to say I have 3 left, maybe 4. And this is one of those products I don't mind buying a backup of because I have never gotten sick of it. I look forward to using it. It smells so freaking good. It doesn't really smell like lavender or honey to me. It just smells like, I don't know, bubble gum and clean laundry, like dryer sheets or something. It's so good. Obviously I cut it open to get every drop out, and I'm so sad they discontinued it, but I'm glad I bought backups of this because it's the only good product that they make. Anyway, that is it. Those are all of my empties for June. I'm sure a couple of Julys made their way in here. Let me know some products you used up this month. I would love to know. And also let me know what you think about the categories I broke them up into. It seemed easier for me to do that and didn't seem so daunting just to see this huge basket I had to talk about. It was like little piles, which was a little easier, I think, to get through. But anyway, that is it. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe so you don't miss my next one, and I will see you later in another video. Goodbye.